There are places on Earth where winter never ends, and cold is a constant adversary. Here survival is a daily challenge, and every breath becomes a cloud of glittering ice. In this land, the frost is not just weather, it's a ruler, shaping every aspect of life. The village of Oymyakon stands as a testament to human resilience, an island of warmth in a frozen wilderness. Its name, ironically, means unfrozen water, a nod to the thermal springs that first drew people here. Yet, Oymyakon is the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. The frost dictates how homes are built, how food is preserved, and even how the dead are laid to rest. To live here is to accept the frost's dominion and learn to coexist with its immense, beautiful, and terrifying power. In Oymyakon, winter is not a season. It's a way of life. This is the domain of the whispering frost. Deep in Siberia, Oymyakon is a speck in a vast wilderness where life is tested at the edge of possibility. This is the official pole of cold, where temperatures have plunged to minus 71.2 degrees Celsius. Metal shatters, water thrown in the air becomes ice dust, and your breath freezes mid-air. The locals call this sound the whisper of the stars, a reminder of the thin line between life and the void. Here even time seems to slow, as if afraid to move in the relentless cold. Cars need blowtorches to start, batteries die instantly, and pens freeze in your pocket. Every action is deliberate, patience is as vital as warmth. Oymyakon's people don't fight the cold, they dance with it, adapting in ways outsiders can barely imagine. Their survival is a legacy passed down through generations. They read the snow, listen to the ice, and draw life from a landscape that seems impossible. This is their story. Oymyakon's story begins with water, not ice. Its name means unfrozen patch of water, a reference to a rare thermal spring that defied the Siberian winter. This spring was a sanctuary for nomadic herders, offering liquid water when all else was frozen. Over time, a settlement grew around this oasis, evolving from a seasonal camp to a permanent village. The Soviet government cemented its place, tying Oymyakon's fate to that miraculous spring. The coldest inhabited place on Earth was born from an anomaly of warmth. The village is a monument to this paradox, a community built around defiance of the cold. Today, the spring remains a symbol of hope and survival. Oymyakon's name is more than a label, it's a testament to the delicate balance between warmth and the world's harshest cold. Even here, life finds a way. Life in Oymyakon is built on permafrost, an ancient frozen layer that never thaws. This ground is as hard as concrete, making agriculture impossible and construction a challenge. Nothing grows here. All food must be hunted, fished, or imported. Even burying the dead is a battle, requiring fire to thaw the earth for days. The permafrost claims everything, a constant reminder of nature's power. Homes can't rest on the ground, their warmth would melt the ice, causing collapse. Instead, houses are built on stilts, floating above the snow to preserve the frozen foundation. The village appears to hover, a collection of lifeboats on a sea of ice. Every aspect of life is shaped by the permafrost's unyielding grip. In Oymyakon, the ground beneath your feet is as formidable as the air you breathe. Survival here is a feat of adaptation. In Oymyakon, warmth is life itself. The village depends on a single coal-powered heating plant, a fortress of fire against the cold. If it fails, pipes freeze and burst, and homes quickly succumb to the deadly chill. Engineers work around the clock, guardians of the village's fragile warmth. The entire community is bound by this shared dependency, united by the need for heat. Above-ground insulated pipes snake through the village, delivering hot water to every home. These pipes, exposed and elevated, are the village's lifelines, its visible circulatory system. Steam rising from the plant is a symbol of resilience, a white flag of defiance against the Siberian sky. The network of heat keeps Oymyakon alive, even as the world around it freezes. Here, survival is a collective effort, powered by fire and community. A home in Oymyakon is a fortress, engineered to keep the cold at bay. Walls are thick and layered, windows triple glazed, every crack sealed tight. Entrances have antechambers, thermal airlocks to trap the cold before it invades. The outer room, the tambour, is a natural freezer, storing food preserved by the cold. Stepping inside, the warmth is immediate, a stark contrast to the world outside. Here, families gather, stories are shared, and culture endures, shielded from the elements. Every detail, from low ceilings to building orientation, is designed for survival. These homes are living artifacts, shaped by generations of hard-won wisdom. In Oymyakon, architecture is not just shelter, it's a testament to human ingenuity. Against the void, these fortresses stand as beacons of warmth and life. Each day in Oymyakon begins in darkness and cold. At -50 degrees, waking is an act of will. Children layer up, braving the icy fog for school. Villagers milk hardy cows and harvest water from frozen rivers. Survival here is a daily ritual, shaped by the relentless cold. On the frozen plains of Oymyakon, a living relic endures, the Yakutian horse. With a thick, shaggy coat and compact build, it thrives where few can survive. These horses dig through snow for food, enduring temperatures as low as -70 degrees Celsius. The Yakutian horse is a symbol of resilience, a testament to nature's profound solutions. In Oymyakon, where nothing grows, survival means embracing the cold. The Yakutian horse and riverfish become lifelines, their raw meat sliced into stroganina, thin, frozen shavings. This ritual preserves vital nutrients, turning the frost into a tool. Here, food is a reflection of the land, stark, powerful, and shaped by ice. In Oymyakon, the act of bathing transcends simple hygiene. It becomes a dramatic, ritualistic confrontation between the two most powerful elements in their world, fire and ice. The traditional Russian banya, or sauna, is a sacred space in the village, a wooden chamber where temperatures are pushed to blistering extremes. Inside, a wood-fired stove heats rocks to a glowing red, and water is thrown upon them, creating an explosion of thick, suffocating steam. The temperature can soar to 100 degrees Celsius, a humid, intense heat that seeps deep into the bones, driving out the pervasive chill of the outside world. This intense, purifying heat is only the first act of the ritual. The true alchemy occurs in the transition. After enduring the sweltering heat for as long as they can bear, villagers will burst from the banya's wooden door and plunge directly into the frigid air outside. For a few heart-stopping moments, their bodies are subjected to a temperature shock of over 150 degrees, from the searing steam of the sauna to the -50 or 60 degrees of the winter air. Some will even roll in the pristine, powdery snow, the icy crystals sizzling against their superheated skin. This violent swing between extreme heat and extreme cold is believed to have profound health benefits. It is said to strengthen the immune system, improve circulation, and forge an unshakable resilience against the elements. It is a shock to the system that is both terrifying and exhilarating, a way of feeling intensely alive in a land that is so often defined by stillness and silence. The experience is a physical and spiritual reset, a way of cleansing the body and mind by pushing them to their absolute limits. It is a dance on the very edge of what the human body can withstand. This ritual is a perfect metaphor for life in Oymyakon. It is a life of extremes, a constant negotiation between the inner fire of survival and the outer world of ice. The banya is not just a place to get clean, it is a place to be reborn, to shed the accumulated cold and emerge renewed and fortified. It is a deliberate, powerful act of defiance, a way of harnessing the opposing forces of nature to create something new, a person tempered and hardened, ready once again to face the long frozen darkness and to walk calmly through the whispering frost. In Oymyakon, machines are fragile beasts. The Siberian cold turns oil to tar, drains batteries and makes tires brittle as parchment. Villagers wield blowtorches and build fires beneath engines, coaxing life back into metal. Here, the ghost in the machine is the cold itself, haunting every gear and piston. In the final analysis, life in Oymyakon is not a story of resistance. It is a story of profound and total adaptation. To resist the cold here is to invite death. To fight it is a futile gesture against an elemental god. The people, the animals, and even the objects have learned a different way. A slow, intricate dance of coexistence. Every aspect of life, from the food they eat to the way they bathe, is a step in this shared choreography. They do not live in spite of the cold. They live through it, with it, and because of it. Their culture shaped by its every nuance. This dance is visible everywhere. It is in the way a hunter moves through the forest, his steps silent and deliberate, his senses attuned to the subtle language of the snow. It is in the design of their homes, built on stilts, not to defy the permafrost, but to accommodate its unmoving presence. It is in the milk of the Yakutian cow, warm for only a moment before being claimed by the frost, and in the raw meat that nourishes them, its life force preserved by the very element that seems to negate life. It is a holistic system where every part has found its place in relation to the whole. This philosophy extends even to their perception of the world. For an outsider, the landscape might appear barren, empty, and monotonous. But for the people of Oymyakon, it is rich with meaning, with signs, and with life. They see the subtle shifts in the texture of the snow, they hear the different voices of the wind, and they feel the presence of the spirits that inhabit the frozen taiga. Their world is not empty. It is filled with a different kind of existence, one that is quieter, slower, and more ancient than our own. They have adapted not just their bodies, but their souls. Ultimately, Oymyakon teaches us that survival is not always about strength and conquest. It is often about flexibility, respect, and the wisdom to yield. The village and its inhabitants are a living testament to the idea that humanity is not separate from nature, but an intrinsic part of it. They have not built a fortress against the winter. They have woven themselves into its very fabric. They are not battling the frost. They are dancing with it, moving in perfect frozen harmony, partners in an ancient and beautiful performance at the coldest edge of the world. Beyond the village, where chimney smoke dissolves into the ice fog, lies the Taiga, a vast, silent kingdom of larch and pine. Here, hunters move with reverence, listening to the whispers of wind and snow, attuned to every sign. The Taiga is alive, its secrets guarded by spirits and ancient memories. The hunter enters as a guest, asking for a gift, always watched by unseen eyes. In the Taiga, skill and respect are the true currency. The hunter's snare is a silent dialogue with the wild, each pelt a story of patience and necessity. The warmth of fur is both physical and spiritual, a testament to the deep connection between human and animal, and the cycle of life and death in the frost. The hunt does not end when the animal is taken. The hunter must give something back. He builds a small fire, a beacon to the spirits, and makes an offering, fish, bread, or vodka. The offering is consumed by fire, sent as smoke to the spirit world. This ritual, Ulahan, is a sacred exchange, an act of gratitude, ensuring balance between hunter and land. Who are the people capable of calling such a place home? What kind of lineage flows through the veins of those who can dance with this level of cold? For centuries, their identity was defined by their culture and their land. The Yakut people, also known as the Sakar, a Turkic group that migrated to this region hundreds of years ago. Their oral histories spoke of long journeys and a deep connection to the horses they brought with them. But in the modern age, science has begun to reveal secrets that even their own stories had forgotten, secrets hidden within their very DNA. Genetic testing has painted a far more complex and fascinating portrait of their ancestry. The results reveal a remarkable tapestry of human migration and adaptation. A story written in the language of genes. As expected, the dominant lineage is Yakut and Turkic, confirming their known history. But woven into this genetic fabric are surprising threads from distant lands. Traces of Balkan ancestry appear, whispers of ancient European tribes. Markers from indigenous Siberian groups are also present, evidence of intermingling with the peoples who were here long before the Sakar arrived. Their blood is a map of ancient highways across the Eurasian continent. This genetic mosaic tells a powerful story of survival. It suggests that the people of Oymyakon are the descendants of the toughest of the tough, the survivors of countless migrations, famines, and harsh climates. Each ancestral group brought with it a unique set of genetic tools for survival, which over centuries have combined to create a population uniquely suited to this extreme environment. Their resilience is not just a cultural trait, it is a biological inheritance, a legacy of fortitude passed down through their very blood. They belong here more profoundly than they ever knew, their genes perfectly harmonized with the demands of the frost. This discovery adds another layer to the mystique of Oymyakon. The people themselves are living artifacts, their bodies carrying the echoes of 1,000 forgotten journeys. They are the living convergence of disparate peoples, all of whom found their way to this frozen valley and contributed to a new, unified identity. They are proof that strength often comes from diversity, from the mixing of different bloodlines to create something stronger and more resilient than the individual parts. Their DNA is the ultimate secret beneath the cold, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to wander, to mix, and to make a home at the very edge of possibility. In a world obsessed with progress, with making things faster, warmer and easier, Oymyakon stands as a monument to a different set of values. The village is more than just a settlement, it is a living museum, a perfectly preserved artifact of human endurance. It exists as a kind of cultural permafrost, where ancient traditions and ways of life have been kept frozen in time, protected from the thaw of modernity by the sheer intensity of the environment. Here the past is not something to be studied in books. It is lived every single day, in every ritual and in every breath of frozen air. The rest of the world has spent centuries trying to insulate itself from the realities of nature, building climate-controlled cities and honestly forgetting the skills needed to survive without them. We have forgotten how to be cold. Oymyakon, by contrast, has chosen to remember. The villagers have not embraced technology that would erase their challenges. They have integrated only what is necessary, while fiercely preserving the ancient knowledge that truly keeps them alive. Their reliance on the hunter's wisdom, the raw food diet and the sacred banya ritual are not signs of being behind the times. They are signs of a deep and abiding intelligence. This choice to remember makes Oymyakon a place of immense importance. It is a control group for humanity, a baseline against which we can measure how far we have drifted from the primal realities of our own existence. It serves as a powerful, humbling reminder that our sophisticated technologies are fragile, and that true resilience lies not in our tools, but in our adaptability and our connection to the natural world. The village is a living library of survival skills that the rest of humanity has largely discarded, a repository of wisdom that may one day become essential once more. Therefore, Oymyakon is not simply the coldest village on Earth. It is a mythical place made real, a testament to the idea that a life of meaning can be found not in the avoidance of hardship, but in the graceful and courageous meeting of it. In Oymyakon, Siberia, the cold is not an enemy but a respected elder, a teacher whose lessons are harsh but wise. The people here thrive not by conquering nature but by coexisting with it, passing down this philosophy through generations. Their legacy is not in monuments but in the wisdom of living in harmony with the elder cold. In Oymyakon, silence is not emptiness, but a symphony of subtle sounds, boots crunching on snow, frozen breath whispering in the air, ancient trees groaning in the cold. Here, every sound is magnified by stillness, each echo a reminder of life and spirit in the frozen landscape. Oymyakon reminds us, not every silence is empty. Sometimes the deepest truths are heard only when all else falls away, leaving the whisper of the stars. In our pursuit of comfort, we've lost ancient wisdom once vital for survival. In Oymyakon, people endure not through technology, but by honoring knowledge the world forgot, reading the sky, harvesting ice, and living in balance with nature. Their way is a reminder. True wisdom is not forgotten, only waiting to be remembered. Oymyakon defies the belief that life needs warmth. Here, vibrant community and deep bonds bloom in the heart of winter. Laughter, shared meals, and resilience thrive amid the cold. Oymyakon is proof that even in the harshest places, life finds a way to flourish, beautiful, strong, and unyielding. Not everything that is cold is lifeless. Not every silence is empty. In Oymyakon, the spirit of resilience endures, written not in stone, but in the lives of its people and the wisdom of the Taiga. The unempty silence here is filled with lessons, waiting for those willing to listen and feel the profound truth of its cold.